All right, guys, a funny thing, this is actually the second time that I'm doing the review, and you know what? We're just going to start with the transformation right off the bat, and so I'm going to start preparing it, okay? You know, one of the things I was going to say is I put so much effort into the first time I reviewed this, man, and I'm so sad that I lost the footage. Like, I straight don't know what happened to it. I mean, I must have deleted it. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else I could have done, you know? But anyway, so while I'm kind of prepping this dude, I wanted to say, yeah, so this is the Omega Supreme from Pangu Toys. And doing a little bit of research, I found that he is actually a downscaled version of DX9's Gabriel from like many years back. And DX9 Gabriel was a masterpiece scale. And so this guy is actually a micronized legend scale that's appropriate for like your new age Magic Square figures and anything really in the Legends category. And by the way, these are the arms, right? If they can just kind of focus up. Guess not. But these are the arms. And in terms of the way they connect is that you got to open up these bays. Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Yeah. And then you're just going to push this in. And this is going to live inside here. Oh, actually, you know what? So normally you're supposed to connect these two together and they become the rocket, but he does come with this additional accessory that I can actually show you right now. And this is just to extend the rocket, so to speak. And this thing just pops open. And while you still have the elbow connectors fully extended, you're just going to slide this bad boy in here. And then you're going to get the other one and come on, dude. We're going to get that in there. Dude, stop spinning around. We're going to get that in there. And then we're going to close this up. And it's not great because, like, there's some gaps. You see, you know what I'm talking about? From the front and the back. If you're just going to use the arms to connect together, it's not bad. There aren't as much gaps. But if you do use that middle one and you want to extend the missile, which I think is cool, yeah, just be mindful that there are some gaps over here. But anyway, this is the missile along with that, or the rocket or whatever, along with this bit. And so we're just going to set this to the side. But yeah, that's kind of cool that he comes with all of that. But yeah, so this used to be DX9's Gabriel. But yeah, Pangu Toys, I guess, got a hold of the mold of the design and then they micronized it. And I'm liking it a lot. Out of the box, there were a lot of tight areas, and it's only after I went through the transformation a couple of times I was like, oh, okay, this is all gravy. It's kind of like smooth right now. But as you can see, we're going to pull the tank out, and so we start by untabbing these shoulder bits, and then we can kind of lift him out. He's primarily just plugged in over here at the waist. There we go. And so you can see those are the connection ports and the little like posts over there. And I'll set the tank to the side. Maybe we can transform the tank first, actually. I mean, there's a lot of cool things about this toy, I must say. And I was gonna say I don't know if it's due to the micronization process, but yeah, a lot of stiff parts first time I transformed it. Okay, here's a really cool thing. So you see how his face is in there, right? If you lift up this bit, you can actually turn the face around. And you can bring up this command module. Oh, that little window likes to pop off a lot. And so I'm trying not to open it up too much. Like that. I was like, dude, we almost got it. But yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. I love that. I love that. And I mean, this pops back on pretty easily. But yeah, you kind of pull that up and you spin it around. And now you have the command module. And I think the little bit of detail is just so great. It's so great. So these, you're going to kind of like untab. They're kind of locked in a little bit. And then you're going to flip this entire thing around. I don't know if it clicks or not. And then you're going to bring this around. And this will kind of tab in right there. There's like a slot and tab where it will seat into. And you can bring these up. And like, dude, it feels so Omega Supreme to me, dude. Yeah, and then from here, you can bring these out. So here's a trip. I think this tank part is not done like as well. Like you got to bring these out, but dude, the front treads and the front part of this tank, it's a burn, man. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can get it all. Ow. But yeah. So once that's out, you can fold everything in. But I will say there's a little bit of a clearance issue. You see that right on the edge of this? You have to get this past it, but dude, there's no way for me to do it without that rubbing up against that piece. And I'm not thrilled about that because that plastic is kind of bending. And these you have to bend out, but they're also on a double hinge. You can see that right over there. And so you got to make that flush. But like it just doesn't really tab in that well to stuff. And yeah, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. I just wish it locked in better. Not too hateful. I've seen much worse. That's not to say that this gives them a pass. But yeah, I just wish it secured in a little bit better. But for what it's worth, it's kind of doing its thing right now. And then I have to get this out. Hold up. Let me get a spudger 1 second. Oh man, yeah, that's tough to get out, dude. Kind of like chewed up my spudger, but anyway, you get this out. I mean, it's not 100% necessary, but it will help keep the it will help keep the tires straight to some degree. You know what? It got warped. There we go. All right, spin this around. We got the tank smanks. So cool. That's just a tank, right? And yeah, man, so much good Omega Supreme goodness over here. So I'm gonna just set that to the side. What is it? These are great. You just pop these open and then you fold that bit down. Same thing for the other side. You pop it open and you just fold it down. So they thought of a lot of stuff. So kudos to DX9 who did all of this stuff. And because I'm not familiar with Gabriel, I don't know if Pangu Toys has made any adjustments, any improvements, or anything like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to do this as best as possible from memory, Gregory, but I could be getting a ton of stuff wrong. Okay, if I remember this properly, there's a two-step mechanism where this folds out, and then this will fold down on itself. And then this part will seat into here, and then this part will seat into there. Let me just bring the arms up. Actually, you know what? I think the arms just sit like that. And I think maybe the arms have to be forward. I do know they do go in like that, and I know that this seats in. And this is going to do something like that. So you know what? The arms might face downward. Or not. It might be like this, dude. I'll check later on. But yeah, and then this is going to seat all the way down in there. Okay. As well. Oh. No. It was like this. I'm pretty sure it was like this. Yeah. There you go. Cool. So these things are facing each other. We're going to bring these down. I think I got the gist of it right now. And so over here, the legs are going to split after we remove the shin guard. And I think the leg transformation is just, I think it's a thing of beauty. And so this is going to come out. This is going to open up. This entire bit's going to open up. And I think it's going to do something like that. So before we get all there, there's this bit. Yeah, you know what? Before we get all there. So what you got to do is you got to get this bit out. And ultimately, it's going to be facing downward because this has to connect on the inside. It's a locking mechanism, and that has to be facing inward. And so we, I guess we got to turn the leg around like that. Okay. And perhaps we'll just do it for this side as well. Start peeling this out. It looks like I gotta spin this so that we can get this out. And then we'll untab these from one another. They got like a locking tab. Oops, I know you can't see that. We'll open that up. And then these two bits are gonna lock in right here. Top and bottom. Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of the Omega Supreme Wars at the Legend scale, I think New Age is the only one who has done it, right? I mean, I know Mech Fans Toys did one from like back in the day. Hold up for a second. That's going on right now. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, Mech Fans Toys did one back in the day. Like, I think it was called something Dragon. I thought that one was really well done. It was kind of stylized, but it was really fun. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this. How did I do it a second ago? We pop that off. Then we do this. We spun that around, and then we're going to spin this around. And then we're going to fold that up on the bottom. There we go. Okay, cool. Now at this point, we're going to unfold these ramps from the inside. And they can be a little bit tricky. You're going to fold this bit out, by the way, and you're going to have that situate there, and that'll like close that bit up. This is pretty tight, and so what you want to do is you want to try to unlock it and then lift. Yeah, all sorts of friction. You heard that right. And then you got to do that for all four sides. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's only New Age and then Mech Fans Toys from way back who kind of did their thing. Okay, this one came out quite easy. I don't think Magic Square has released one. Yeah. And so in terms of like the Omega Supreme Wars, so to speak, I think there is no war. I think really it's just New Age and then Pangu Toys kind of throwing their hat in by doing this Gabriel KO. And I believe Pangu Toys is also KO'd New Age's Omega Supreme as well. Yeah. Pangu Toys don't seem to have shame. They're like, whatever, dude, we'll bootleg anyone's, dude. Like, whatever, man. No holds barred. Then we'll bring that down again. And then we'll untab that. And then we're going to rock that forward. Yeah, because you want that back part to come out. So, wow, it's coming together quite nicely. And I believe this is what the base looks like. And we're gonna attach the ramps. We're gonna attach the the treads and everything. Let me actually adjust the camera angle. 1 second, okay? All right, there we are. The tracks actually, they plug in quite easily. Yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of this toy. And I feel like I would have liked Gabriel based on my experience with this. Could be wrong. Maybe I would have hated it, but I feel like I would have liked it. Okay. Cool. Oops. Sorry. My stand. You can see that purple bit. Yeah, he's almost too big. And then now we have the little shin guards from earlier, and they will just plug in like so. And they're, oh, you know what? These bits open up on the bottom, but can't get it. But they're supposed to be like little door. They're supposed to be like little landing bay doors and stuff that you can catch a whiff of that. And my phone fell down. I can't see this one that well. Okay, there you go. I didn't open up the doors; they're too difficult, but pretty much that's it. We have our tank doing his thing, and then we have our rocket ship ready to go as well, if I can situate those better. Come on. There we go. Come on. Just want to get the right angle so that it can stand. Yeah. All right. It kind of doesn't want it. Okay. Okay. That's good enough. Let me pull them back a little bit. That's rad. That's rad. Nobody thinks so? I think so. Pangu Toys' Omega Supreme downscaled DX9. Lots of great things to like about it, in my opinion. I think it's a beautiful base. You saw the bot mode at the beginning. And yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but this was sent to me by Shozy Store, shozystore.com. If you'd like to pick up your own copy, you can find the purchase link in the description, and you can help me out by purchasing this from my sponsor. But it's very, very, very nice. Smells, tastes, feels Omega, looks Omega. And if you're in the market for one, and again, you don't want to spend too much, because the new age stuff, even the Pangu Toys KOs and new age, I think they're over like $100 or close to it. This guy's $40. This guy's $40. So again, if you're on a little bit of a budget crunch and you still want that Omega Supreme in your life, this guy, $40, it'll do it for you, in my opinion. All right. Thanks for watching, friends.